So now we've got a really interesting fight in the strawweight division with Alice Ardelean versus Pollyanna Viana. Interesting enough, both of these ladies are OnlyFans models, I guess is what you call it. We have Ardelean slightly shorter and Pollyanna Viana with a 5-inch reach advantage. Both of these ladies are about the same age. Obviously, what I want to point out here is the distinct advantage in striking volume here for Alice Ardelean. And that's really, if you're going to be backing Alice, that's what you're most impressed by. I actually tried to fade Alice for a while, and she hasn't done bad. She's landed well over. I'll come back to this page. I'll click in here first. She's landed well over 100 strikes in 2 of her UFC decision wins. In her 2 wins, she landed over 100 strikes, 138 and 154. Badly outstriking both of her opponents. Not quality opponents, but in terms of striking, I don't think Viana's that quality of an opponent either. She actually outstruck Melissa Martinez by 20 significant strikes, but lost that fight. I didn't go back and watch that one this week. I couldn't really tell you why she lost there. And then Shanna Bannon, she was outstruck by, but she's the one that landed 2 takedowns. Not a great loss losing to Shanna Bannon. She's also fighting this weekend. I'm expecting her to lose to Nicole Collieri. But yeah, so Ardelean landing a ton more volume than Viana. If you click into Pollyanna Viana here, the last time she had a fight that went the distance was May 2022 against Baby Shark. She only landed 36 significant strikes and was taken down 5 times. Then against Hannah Cyphers, maybe somewhat comparable to Alice Ardelean, she landed 77 significant strikes, but you see Alice going to decision, landing over 100. She would be outstriking Pollyanna there. Pollyanna again, 77 here. So nowhere near 100 in Pollyanna's career, and she's been in the UFC for a while. But obviously where Pollyanna is going to be better, if you know her, is in the grappling, not so much the wrestling, where she's actually landing less per fight than Alice is. Alice landed 1 takedown per fight. Pollyanna only 0.75, so less than 1. Her takedown accuracy is lower, and her defense is lower. That's because she doesn't mind getting taken down sometimes. She kind of likes to play in guard, and she's looking on her back. Averaging almost 2 submissions per fight. That's pretty high. And I'm not surprised that she is the one leading in that category. So if you look at her fight time, 7 minutes and 15 seconds compared to Ardelean's only gone to decision, which kind of makes my bet interesting that we'll get to in a minute. So if you go to Pollyanna here, 8 wins by submission, 62% of her win outcome, 0-4 by decision. I mean, that really makes you wonder. You should just take Alice to win by decision based on the volume discrepancy, and that Pollyanna's never won a decision. I don't know how many times I want to bet this fight. Spoiler, I'm not betting the decision, but maybe I should be. So if you look at Pollyanna Viana's last 3-fight losing streak here, all finishes, but these are better opponents than Alice Ardelean. Obviously, Julian Robertson, Jacqueline Amaran, and Yasmin Lucindo, way better than Alice. She knocked out Jinya Frey, which I believe is her. Well, I think it's her first knockout in the UFC. Let me just scroll. Sorry, I don't. Yeah, looks like it was her first knockout in the UFC. Jinya Frey was old though, and she used to fight at atomweight in Invicta. It's just UFC doesn't have an atomweight, so Jinya Frey old and small. So Viana got her first KO versus her. Then she's beat Mallory Martin, Emily Whitmire. I always thought Whitmire was kind of underrated based on the shake that she got in the UFC. And then she lost to Veronica Hardy and Hannah Cyphers. I think 2019 Veronica Hardy isn't somebody that's not she's not a bad comparison to who Alice is now. I think Veronica Hardy nowadays is better than Alice Ardelean. But so Viana can be beaten, especially if the fight goes out of the first round. You see here, armbar round one, armbar round one, knockout round one. That's how she wins. Here we go. I'll go a little further. Submission round one, armbar round one, armbar round one, KO round one. Knocked out Amanda Ribas. Not that surprising in hindsight now that we've seen her get knocked out a ton. But Viana's win outcome is round one finishes. She's 0-4 to decision, like I said. What's also interesting about that, though, is that she gets finished round two. She goes to decision here with Ricci. So, yeah, I think she is live to get finished after round one. And Alice, even though she doesn't have any finishes in the UFC, I think that she throws at such a high volume of strikes that she could overwhelm Viana, and I think Viana kind of quits. So I think what we're getting at plus 900 for Alice Ardelean to win by knockout is a great look. And that's what I'm taking, plus 900 Alice Ardelean knockout. I think it could be smart just to take her by decision. It could also be smart to bet Polyana Viana by submission for a plus 600. Or even round one, which I'm not sure what the odds on that are. But I'm siding with Alice. I don't know if I'm going to add the decision for the likelihood of it. I don't know how many times I want to bet this fight. I also kind of have a thought of hedging it with the Viana submission. But my main bet here, and possibly my only bet here, is Alice Ardelean by knockout, plus 900.